Hi guys, my name is Janine. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Ano ba naman? So for today's video, we're gonna be reacting to Maymay and Entrata, and of course, Janine shared their excitement for a 1MX London Music Festival. Nakapasok sila guys. But before natin yan panoorin guys, I just really wanna flex these two comments po sa baba. So sinabi po ni Lily Namok 6 hours ago, sabi, amazing Maymay, so pretty. That was from the reaction video that we created under the one that with Maymay and Entrata when she performs to the San Juan Festival. And then this one naman po, sabi dito ni Lolly Chua 1400, Maymay is the best. Diba nga? Congratulations dun sa kanyang festival appearance sa San Juan. Ito guys, no, let's just see. Kasi diba, syempre big milestone naman to for us Filipinos to be part of the London Festival. Ito na guys, napanoorin na natin yan. Screenplay na yan in 3, 2, 1. Aww. Celeb interview celebs.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey guys, what's up?
We're good.
Ang gwapo naman ng
How about
Johnny.
you? How are you? What time is it there?
Oh, si
Great.
Janine.
It's 11:17 p.m. for me.
Whoa. Thank you for adjusting your time for us, huh?
No worries. I can look at you guys. Wait, look.
Oh, look at
Okay,
them.
that's good. Oh, you're on
The beauty of technology. Look at my
Thanks for
mind. So
making
pretty.
time for us,
Oh
Johnny.
my
We're
gosh,
so
is that Moira?
excited
She's
to
so skinny na,
be
no?
with you at the 1MX London, but we all felt that before we all see each other there, we thought it would be fun to get to know each other first. Since you're the one on the screen, you could be the one to ask us questions.
Sounds good. I prepared a couple questions, so that's no worries for me. Okay, I need to get to know each one of you, so this one's for everybody. Do you guys have a memory of how you started as an artist, or just something from the early days that stands out to you?
Shocks, memory loss.
So Maymay is from
Who wants to go
BBB.
first?
Moira is
Sige, ako talaga po.
Samuel's best friend. Tapos si
my
Janine is tawag ng
memory.
tanghalan. Boom!
No,
Super
I
fan.
remember when I started as an artist, I just got out from reality show in PBB, which she won, by the way. Wow! It's called My Big Brother. I think you're familiar with Big Brother, right?
I read your bio too.
Oh, okay. So I just got out and then I went to this show, Asap Natin To. I promised to myself, okay, after this reality show, I'm going to take pictures with all the artists I knew. Then I take pictures with all the artists I know like that. And then they perform and then I will perform too. So that's the time I know like, shucks, I'm an artist also. Yes. That's the time that it's me. It's sinking to me that
It's synced, yeah.
that's the time it's sinking.
She's
that,
so
wow,
cute.
I'm an artist also. Oh,
Oh, that's cute.
go Janine.
Professionally, I won from a singing contest here in the Philippines. But I'd like to think that I started as an artist when I was super young, and my dad would play his favorite artists like Queen and My Chemical Romance, and I really got into music and I got into writing. So I feel like I started ever since I was young. That's my story.
Oh,
Wait.
we all joined singing competitions, reality competitions. The both of them are champions. They're both just
Oh yeah, she's
two of
part of The
most humble
Voice.
and most excellent artists you're gonna meet. And so I think I resonate a lot with what Janine said. I feel like my very first moment of gratitude when it comes to being an artist was, what do you call that when you're in a bar gig and then your name is on that
Headline.
As a list of performers, they put
it's the list of performers
Headliners.
when, like on 12 Monkeys. But this one was my very first gig, and usually I'm a front act. But this one, I was a headliner with the Lamars and with Moira husband now.
Dave Lamar, and it's the first time that I ever saw my name on one of those, and I
Aw.
remember it was the very first time I ever felt like a legitimate artist.
Wow, and now
Mm.
she's all over the world.
It's always crazy to see your name like up in lights or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But like every time you pull up to a venue, you
That is
see
so
people
cute.
singing outside. Woo, sick.
Does he have an OnlyFans? I'm just
It
kidding.
feels like you will never forget the first time, and it will never.
Aww.
I feel like it'll just never sink in that you get to see your name in there. How about you, Daddy? Do you have a memory of how you started?
So I started on YouTube when I was 8 years old. I made like little cover videos with my sister. So that was like 5 years. I was just grinding.
See, that's the
YouTube.
beauty of social media. You
with
can be
my
a
sister.
celebrity when other
And,
people,
Yeah, so I have a lot of memories. and I
other
was, like,
people
8,
see your
10
video
or whatever, and she
or
was
discover
like
you.
15. So we always just looked like two little kids making a little home video. Yeah, now we have to get permits and shit. It sucks, but yeah, those were the good old days.
What was the best thing a fan did for you, Johnny?
I feel like the best thing that somebody could do for you is just like showing up, and for live stuff, like showing up ready to have a good time. That's all I need. All I want is for people to have a good time and come to the show, come to the 1MX show looking to have a good time. That's all I need. Sometimes I'm like, why? I don't get it. I don't get why anybody else cares enough to come to my shows. I think I put on a pretty good show, but I don't know why all these people came. I don't know. It's just weird to me, but I appreciate it.
Because you're talented, and Moira said you're amazing artist.
Okay, now I want to hear what has like you can choose one time or just whenever you perform. What's your favorite moment in a show?
Every time when I have that like confidence that helps me to like be in the moment and let the music take over me or the character take over me. What champion ta? And because that helps me to connect with the crowds too.
That's so true. Every
Yes,
time Maymay
um,
performs,
As-
I feel like
'cause
it's a
in
different.
reality, I'm
You know, like
kinda,
Nicki Minaj have
don't
her
know how
own
to
like alter
interact with
ego.
people. That's not
Maymay
true.
does one.
No,
She
at
does.
work,
She
yes,
do
it's
have one
switching.
too.
But that every time after performance, I learned something. So
I have a question for Johnny. What do you love most about being Johnny Orlando?
Janine looks so
Who
beautiful.
do I love most about being me? I like my tattoos. I think that's pretty. Nobody else has these bad boys.
Johnny's tattoo reveal.
So I look in the mirror. I'm like, oh fuck. Let's go.
So hot. Flanders.
Is there anything you want to say to the supporters of your music and your artistry and everything you've worked on so far?
I mean, you guys know this feeling. There's never enough. I could never say enough to describe how I
He
truly
is
feel,
so
but,
cute.
if I had to condense it down, I mean, like it just means the world to me, you know. Being able to do music is something that when I started, it was just for fun. Like I had no intention of being an artist. It was something for me that was just. It felt like a life that was off limits, in a way. So, being able to now do this every day, wake up and I can look at a guitar. That's all I need to do that day. That it's the best ever. So I just feel extremely fortunate. I have a question for Moira. Can you share how you write your songs? I listen to your music. It's very good, very heartfelt. So I would like to know how do you usually do it?
Well, I actually started writing songs when I was 12. I started writing not to release
This story is really sad.
music or not to become an artist or anything. It was always like a form of like an outlet for me.
Yeah.
And ever since, I've just been so privileged.
Yeah,
and
because
so
I've
honored
heard
to
this
be able
interview
to
before and it's really
not
sad.
just express. I feel like it never really changed for me. It still feels like such a privilege to me to be able to earn from something that I feel so mentally
Yeah.
that feels so mentally healing.
Hold
and
on, just like
freeing.
a quick story time.
To
Let me
be
just
able
pause
to
this
even
real quick. So like when I heard the story of Moira de la Torre, so she started writing music because like I think her mom and dad like got separated, and then the only way she can talk through her stuff is through music, and then like that's why every song or music she does, like it's always so I think straight from the heart and soul, because it's coming really literally coming from her heart and soul, and you can literally feel every single letter or word that she's trying to convey because it's coming again from the heart. And then I think it's so good to like hearing her story, like one of her good friends, Sam Milby. So she started to like live with him for a little bit, and then like, and then their biggest thing or common denominator, and then I think all the artists also have a common denominator with Sam Milby, is like being so spiritual. So they actually do Bible study together, which is super cool, especially when you're healing. Share ko lang guys. Pasensya na. Kasi it's very, it's, the story is really sad, but yet, like, that's one thing they said, like, every artist or even comedian have their own backstory. That's why they're like that, you know? So from Moira, you can always relate to her music because, like, she've done it. She's just not making story or music just to catch someone's attention, but it's actually to give a message to someone that really are also going through the same situation. Yeah.
and collaborate with people and to write with people and to make music with like-minded people. It's just so great for me to be able to do that. So
Tapos ngayon, ate, grabe, no?
Yeah.
Such an honor.
Yeah, but now that they're on the topic of songwriting, Johnny, who were you thinking of when you were writing Someone Will Love You Better?
Well, actually, okay, so that song it's not my story. It was actually, like, just somebody I knew was telling me about this girl that they were talking to, or actually they were dating, and he was just at the point where he was like, I'm not happy anymore. I know I don't love this girl, but
Yeah.
they've been dating for a while. You know, you can love somebody but not actively be in love, and I think that's kind of what it's all about.
Oh, I need to listen to that music
respecting
then.
somebody enough to
I feel like I have not heard that song.
and be loved by somebody who can really do it.
What's your favorite thing to do outside being an artist?
I really like golf. I've been getting into golf recently.
Look at that calves. I'm sorry, biceps.
Ages me a little
Biceps.
bit, but it's okay. I think it's a good business skill, so I'm working on it. I produce music. Oh, that's kind of still being an artist. I don't know. My whole life is artist.
Johnny is
You know,
really
you
cute.
guys
I'm
know
really
exactly
digging
what
with
I
Johnny.
mean. Hey guys, okay, I have a question.
Okay.
How old is
How do
Johnny?
you guys keep your artistry intact amidst noise or like external factors, media, the whole social media, the whole thing?
Well, me, really nice question, by the way. I think me, it's very hard to do, to be honest to yourself with everything going on, but I think I get to keep my artistry intact because that's always been what I've been fighting for, like ever since I was young.
Yeah.
The way I sing and the way I write, I've always just wanted to be myself. Apart from the fact that I want to stay honest, I also have people who are willing to protect then who I really am. So
Yeah.
I think that's why I get to keep it intact.
I think every one of us like experience how to maintain yourself despite of what people think about you and what they want you to be. I still get affected, but at the end of the day, the main weapon I have is really prayer.
Yeah,
It
that's so
helps
true.
me. It's really God, and the peace in mentally and emotionally. It helps me to focus on the things that I can control and not the things that I can't control. And one of the things that I can
Facts,
control
that's
is
very
the
true.
approval of other people. Because at the end of the day, we can't be able to please everyone.
I
Mhm.
think this is one of the things that's actually hard, and I think Johnny, you can resonate with this when I say it's actually really hard because as artists we basically wear our hearts on our sleeves, like who we are, who they hear on our songs is basically what our hearts are trying to say. It's basically our most vulnerable selves. And usually it's like we want to keep our lives as private as
yeah.
we want, but then at the same time, we want to be our most authentic selves when we present ourselves. And so there's this like really thin line. It's like it's just so hard to like dance on that line where you wanna not bleed to everybody, but at the same time you want to be authentic. And so there's just that really thin line in there. One of our artists here, her name's Vice. She she basically just reminded me
Maymay.
that at the end of the day it's my truth that will win in my head. And what I loved the most about what she said to me was this very line. She said, just because they're loud doesn't mean they're true. Most of the time, they're just noise. And so I feel like to be able to protect our artistry and our hearts in general,
Wow. That's deep,
we
but
need
that's so
to
true though.
decipher which is noise and which is truth. And at the end of the day, to be able to protect our truth and our security and our mental being, we just need to know what the truth is, and we need to know how to protect it, how to block things out, and how to keep going without allowing anything to keep us from moving forward.
Ate, ang ganda. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, that's really
absolutely,
good.
all three of you guys, those were some absolute banger answers. Absolutely, like I feel like on social media especially, it's so easy to get wrapped up in what everybody else tells you to think. I know that you guys know what I mean when I say, like, sometimes I'll literally see something about myself on the internet and be like, is that true? Like, did I do that? Like, did I say that? There's always a lot of noise.
Yeah.
But you guys are all great artists, and it takes a big person to be able to. You guys will be alright. We'll be alright.
We're so excited to meet you, Johnny, and it's such a privilege.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm kind of
all
like
of
crush,
us
like
to
fangirling with
be
Johnny.
able
I
to
have to like
share
read.
the
I need to like
stage
see
with
who
you,
is
and
Johnny
that's actually
is,
one
cause
of the
I
things
think
that
I've heard about
we're
him, but
most
like I don't know
excited
him
about, to be
like
able to
his face.
share the stage with such an amazing artist like you.
Oh, stop it. You crazy. You guys are sick. You guys are way better than me. I'm fired up to see you perform.
We can't even find our English words today. So don't even. There's three of us. But yeah, what are you most excited about for 1MX?
I think going back out to just going back out in general, you know, being on stage, playing a festival, playing in London, and of course hanging out with all you guys. I think that I always have a hard time answering like, what's your favorite part gonna be? Because I'm just so excited to do the whole thing. Like, I'm gonna have every.
I'm excited now,
second is gonna
too.
Be, you know, something that I'm gonna look back on and cherish forever. So,
Johnny!
Thank you, Johnny.
Aw.
Thanks for staying up for us, Johnny.
Guys,
See you
that
Monday.
is the girls. That is Moira, si Janine, si Maymay share their excitement. Okay, so for me, okay, like low-key, high-key, like I love this interview. I thought it's gonna be a promotion interview for 1MX festival, but I just feel like I learn more about the girls. Like seriously, I don't really feel like it's more a promotion anymore. I think they're just three girls chit chatting with a friend, and it's such a fresh a breath air hearing it from big artists like Moira from Maymay and from Janine as well. Kasi 'di ba, even though they're such a big artist, they still like I think one thing I realized with singers, they don't really do a lot of interviews unless they promote, right? So we know them only by like performance. I know my Entrada as like a multimedia princess. That's how I know her. And then I didn't know like, cause every time I see her on stage, it's very like polished, like